And just like that, it's the middle of May. How are you? I'll tell you, it has been a great month, and I hope that you've been having a great month so far as well. Yesterday I had the opportunity to spend some time discussing the economy as a member of the Real Estate Industry Council for the Federal Reserve 8th District. I tell you, this is one of my favorite things that we do a couple times a year. And it's not just real estate. The other industries that are included are agribusiness, healthcare, and transportation. And what happens is this takes place at the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, and we kick it off with a breakfast and an economic outlook, with the economist, Chuck Gasson, who's amazing. And then we get to have a discussion with the St. Louis Fed President, Alberto Musalem. And I'll tell you, the individual councils meet, we sort of break out and get into our individual groups to talk about some of the issues affecting our sector. And then we come back to the larger group and report that out to everyone and have a discussion about what the various sectors are seeing in the economy. And what happens is then the economists and such take all that information back, and that helps to inform them as they're making decisions about, economic and monetary policy for our nation. So it's incredible, and I take the role very seriously. It's an honor to be a part of it, for sure. By the way, after that, yesterday we had an opportunity to take a vault tour, which I've never done before. It doesn't come up that often, but we got to see all the money that they keep at the Federal Reserve Bank there. And, they don't tell us exactly how much was there for security reasons, but there are billions of dollars in cash right there. And you go in there and you can just smell it. It's incredible. And they kind of walked us through some of the systems and some of the things that they do to ensure security and safety and all those things. It's incredible. It was a good time. So if you have the opportunity, you can schedule a tour, I believe, and go check out the vault, because the Economic Museum is in the Federal Reserve Bank as well. That's really cool too. You should check it out. Anyway, I'm going to stop nerding out about the economy and let me move on to the rest of the month. I'll tell you, Robin Williams said that spring is nature's way of saying, let's party. And he was right, because I'll tell you, I could not agree more. And by the way, did you know today is Ride Your Bike to Work Day, or Ride Your Bike Somewhere Day, right? It's fantastic. I didn't get a chance to ride my bike yet, but maybe I'll make that happen. The weather's beautiful. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. It is fantastic. Tonight, by the way, is the 18th annual Taste of Maplewood Street Festival. You might find me there. It's going to be an amazing time. That's for sure. I'll tell you, I saw this that tomorrow, by the way, Richard Marx will be performing at the River City Casino. You remember Richard Marx? Hold on to the nights. Anyway, I know I can't sing. I appreciate you bearing with me. But I'll digress just a little bit, because somebody called me out for not being able to sing. And I wanted to say I know, but I felt like I needed to defend myself. I didn't, because I can't sing, and it's true. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Richard Marx. So, what I wanted to say about Richard Marx is that my very first concert that I attended, in terms of a real concert-ish experience, was Richard Marx opening for New Kids on the Block. Yes, indeed, it was at Six Flags here in St. Louis. I do have an older sister, and that was one of the things that we did, and it was a good time. It was a great concert. We enjoyed it. I won't be there tomorrow to see Richard Marx, sadly, but I will be having a good time with family, because I will be at the Ferguson Twilight Run. I'll be running a 5K there in honor of a couple of family members actually, that we lost way too soon. So it'd be nice to spend some time with family and also get a little run. And another thing that we've got going on here, now that it's May, is that we've got the farmers markets opening back up for the season. So if you're looking for some great local produce, I've got a few places you might want to check out. Of course, Tower Grove's Farmers Market is incredible. Kirkwood's Farmers Market. You've got the OG Soulard Farmer Market, U-City, Ferguson. There's so many more. So make sure to check those out. Support the community. Support the local farmers, the vendors, the businesses, all that good stuff. And of course, there's also plenty of things to do. Festivals, I love a good festival. We've got the Flowering Arts Festival. That's going to be taking place at the Del Mar Loop. We've got Shakespeare in the Park, of course. That's an annual favorite. We've got the African Arts Festival. the Whitaker Music Festival over at the Botanical Gardens. Evangeline's Crawfish Boil, I tell you, that's always nice. We've got Opera Theater of St. Louis that opens up for their 2026 festival season this month. I mean, I think about all the diverse art, culture, events, things that are going on in St. Louis, and it really just almost brings a tear to my eye sometimes. Because I can't get to it all. So I certainly hope that you are making an effort to get to some of the splendor that our wonderful region has to offer. We've got the Spring to Dance Festival. That's going to be over at the Two Hill in Umsel. I mean, there's just so much going on. And I've got more in the e-letter, of course. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you get out there and enjoy some good times here in St. Louis, like I love to do. When I'm not helping my clients achieve their goals and spending time with family and friends, I'm doing all these things with all those folks too. So it's fantastic. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the newsletter. And as always, let me know what you plan on checking out this month, whether I mention it or not. What's that? Don't receive the newsletter? Well, don't worry. There's a link in the description for you to subscribe, and let me know what you plan on checking out this month. Until next time, take care.